Mike Pence refuses to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove Donald Trump from power. The U.S. Vice President said Tuesday evening that it was not in the best interest of the nation to invoke the 25th Amendment to the Constitution in order to remove Donald Trump from the White House before the end of its mandate. On Wednesday, the elected representatives of the House of Representatives should therefore vote a new impeachment, that is to say the indictment of the president. U.S. Vice President Mike Pence on Tuesday, January 12, refused to invoke the 25th Amendment to the Constitution to remove Donald Trump, which paves the way for the launch, this week, of a historic second impeachment procedure against the outgoing president. I do not believe that such an act is in the best interest of our nation, nor does it correspond to the Constitution, Mike Pence wrote to the Democratic Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, just before a vote in the lower house on a resolution requiring him to use this lever unheard of in American history. His negative response guarantees that Democrats will submit to the House for consideration on Wednesday the act accusing Donald Trump of inciting insurgency during the violence against the Capitol on January 6, in a historic second procedure of impeachment. Terrible jurisprudence. In his letter, Mike Pence recalls that there are only a few days left before Donald Trump's departure from the White House, scheduled for January 20th. The 25th Amendment to the Constitution allows the Vice President and a majority of the Cabinet to declare the President unfit to hold office. According to our Constitution, the 25th Amendment is not a means of punishment or usurpation, says Mike Pence. To apply it in this way would create a terrible case law. Every American was shocked and saddened by the attack on Capitol Hill last week, he said. Gathered on January 6 in Washington by Donald Trump to demonstrate against the certification by Congress of Joe Biden's victory in the presidential election. Pro-Trump supporters then stormed onto Capitol Hill during parliamentary sitting. Unprecedented events in Washington, and as a result of which 5 people died. Hang Mike Pence. Mike Pence, who chaired the meeting, recalls in his letter that he had refused to block the certification of the results despite direct and public pressure from Donald Trump. In the crowd, some had also shouted, "Hang Mike Pence." Last week, I did not give in to the pressure to exercise my power beyond my constitutional authority to determine the outcome of the election. And I will not give in now to the House of Representatives' attempt to play political games at such a serious time, he wrote to Nancy Pelosi. I urge you and all members of Congress to avoid any action that would divide more deeply, he continued. Work with us to calm spirits and bring our country together as we prepare to invest Joe Biden as the next President of the United States on January 20th.